Noah's Ark. The Eternal One saw that the wickedness was rampaging through the earth, and that evil had become the first thought on every mind, the constant purpose of every person. At that point, God's heart broke, and he regretted having ever made man in the first place. I know what I'll do. I will wipe humanity, my special creation, from the earth. Humans, animals, creeping things, and birds of the sky, for I regret that I have ever made them. But there was one person whom the Lord could not let go of, Noah, because this man pleased him. Here is the account of Noah and his descendants. Noah was a good man, a right living man, the best man of his generation, and he walked closely with God. God decided that he needed to wipe the earth of the wickedness. He told Noah to build an ark. He gave Noah specific instructions, and Noah and his family would survive. God commanded Noah to bring 2 of each creature, one male and one female. So Noah listened to God and he built the ark. He did everything God asked him to do. God was going to send a massive rain for 40 days and 40 nights. The flood began. Everything and everyone on dry land in which God had breathed the breath of life died. God wiped out every living thing from the face of the earth. Every creature he had made, humans, animals, creeping things, and birds, was wiped off the surface of the earth. Only Noah was left, and those with him inside the ark. And the waters raged upon the earth for 150 days. Once the waters began to recede, enough for the mountains to show, Noah sent out a raven and a dove to find dry land. They couldn't find any. 7 days later, he tried again. This time the dove returned with an olive leaf. 7 days later, just to be safe, he did this again, and the dove didn't come back. He then received a message from God. God told Noah that they can return. Once he was back on dry land, Noah built an altar, a special offering table for the Eternal One. He took some of every ritually accepted animal and every acceptable bird and gave them to God on the altar as a burnt offering. When the Eternal One smelled the delicious aroma of the sacrifice, he was moved. God told Noah, "Look, for I am now going to make a pact, a special covenant, with you and all your descendants. This covenant also extends to every living creature in the world, the birds and the domesticated animals, and every wild animal on earth, as many as emerged with you from the ark. As part of this covenant, I promise you I will never again wipe out all living flesh by means of flooding waters. Never again will a flood destroy the earth. As a sign of this perpetual covenant, I now make between me and you and all the living creatures along with you, as well as future generations. I will hang a rainbow among the clouds. It will serve as a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. And from now on, whenever a cloud rises over the earth and a rainbow appears in the sky, I will remember my covenant, my promise I have made between me and you and all the living creatures. No water will ever again turn into a flood powerful enough to destroy all living creatures. When that rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember this eternal covenant I have made with all the living creatures. Look for the rainbow and remember my promise. With it I sign the covenant I have made between me and all the living creatures residing on the earth."